Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes, we must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if the prize is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hail to BIAFRA, consecrated nation. Oh fatherland, peace be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be
kavasadime imano muwana masimane nwaru emese baburu sonjoni maru amufani na buluze soni ruese uwadaze nirufa musabali yamu fakaba yokoma emese rifakotoba inazu nipado beze kinani akose monyenga pongwane mo onyeka nga posi onyoma ebu watu wenu mo negene ewo akuwasi adio ebu watu wenu mo amandaneze akuwasi adio ebu watu wenu mo amandaneze.
Yes, sir, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, wherever you are in the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. As protocol demand, this is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming through Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio Station. Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio Station is simply the embodiment of pro-Biafran group who has come together for a singular purpose to work towards not just reconciliation of pro-Biafran group, but to put their heads together, share ideas and knowledge to see how Biafra can be restored. And of course, a lot is being done on that platform. It is being anchored by Diokpa Uchi Ukafomefo, who hails from Abatete in Anambra State, the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, if we are sincere, you can see the corruption personified all around us. You can see its evidence. Mazuchuka from Efo simply said, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, I must acknowledge members of the Biafra Nation Alliance, those noble men and women who stand outside to defend the issue of Biafra, to protect our integrity, to ensure that the image of Biafra cannot be rubbished by anybody. So much work to do. Acknowledge all of you, from the advisory body to the board of trustees, the administrators. I acknowledge all of you, noble men and women who has not only sacrificed their time, their resources, their comfort, but are willing to give even more. I will acknowledge indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu, but tonight I sincerely pray that the scale in your eye will fall out so that you can see the truth, so that you can know the truth which is able to save you. Acknowledge men and women, people of good conscience, who identify with us in this struggle, who understand the precarious situation we face as a people. It really doesn't matter. You can call it a bluff and then you move on. Or somewhere along the line, we understand your prayers are with us. We understand you're standing firmly by our side. And you wish, a desire is that Biafra be restored. Because we ask for just something very simple, something that is our right. The right to self-determination was first of all God-given, even before men develop, introduce the initiative for man to turn a fellow man to the beast of burden. Our very life is taken from us before our very eyes. This is inhuman. This should not be encouraged by every genuine Homo sapien. You may not be able to do much, but we will need your voice at the right time. Acknowledge the Creator, the one who made the heavens and the earth. He is the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. We cannot come out here and tell you, God sent us, we are born for this purpose. No. We saw this purpose and we decide to be fit for purpose. We saw the need to stand up and defend or stand on the side of truth, and then we came. It is truth that brought us here, and be rest assured this truth will lead us home. It doesn't matter the game you play, as far as we are here, you will see that nobody will mess up with the issue of Biafra and go scot-free. That having been said, we go ahead and look at our topic this evening, which I simply titled Brief Analysis on the Code of Governance, de facto customary government. Brief analysis on the Code of Governance, which was actually introduced, made public for the first time by the de facto customary government of Biafra. And of course, I choose this line of topic to explain what is happening all around us. Pro-Biafran group, having moved from the reconciliation platform, moved on to the next stage. And on this very stage, they understand the importance of governance. The governance are not just there to protect justice. They are not just there to protect life and property, but they become the instrument that helps to will every other thing that is required or necessary for us to have a comfortable life. And so whatever we want to do as a people, there is need for proper coordination. And the only body that can make this proper coordination available is through a governmental instrument. And so this pro-Biafran group, members, pioneers, of course, on different platforms, unanimously came together. And of course, the de facto customary government is headed by Alhaji Asare Dokubo. You have our sister Rita Anebogo as the deputy chairperson. You have Mazu Chukafomefo information and communication. You have Mazuchi Nasibu Umiumiu. Of course, he's in charge of Homeland Affairs. You have Dr. Okado and Mazikin Nawanonini, Mazi Ugono, Eda Unyale, and so many others too numerous to mention. They have the implementation, which is part of the executive function. You have the legislature, which is, or the parliamentary, which is part of the advisory body function. And of course, Maziki Nawanonenyi, alongside with Dr. Okado, spent hours, thousands of hours, trying to create a platform for governance. Because when it comes to the issue of Biafra, as a heterogeneous society, a very complicated one, the instrument of governance must be deployed. In the absence of it, we're going to have a lot of challenges that will overwhelm us. And so if we must be coordinated, if we must be goal-oriented individual, if we must be able to get to our destination, we need code of governance. Today, on the current platform of agitation, people have different agenda. You can't checkmate them. People have interior motives. You may not be able to discern it. But in the absence of light, darkness will prevail. If we choose to keep quiet in a time like this, the name of Biafra, maybe in the next 5 years, nobody will want to identify with that name. And for this reason, we want the world to understand that there are those who are actually trying to destroy the image of Biafra. They are not and never has ever been fighting for the restoration of Biafra, but they are destroying our land. It's quite unfortunate that even at this stage, most of us cannot see clearly what is going on. But with time, you will understand properly. And of course, when we talk about the Code of Covenant, this is a very massive project. Like I said, it took thousands of minutes and hours for diligent men to put it together. I may not be able to explain them comprehensively this night because that is not the area of my focus on this broadcast. The area of my focus is to draw our attention so that everybody will understand the purpose why we have the de facto customary government and the need why everybody must rise up in a time like this to support everything they are doing. Because I can assure you this may be the last defense outpost for the people of Biafra. Like I said, time will not permit me to begin to analyze them comprehensively, but I will try to present them bit by bit, and then hopefully you will be able to have access to it. It should be in the public domain where everybody can review it. Of course, I will say it is flexible in a time like this. It could be amended when necessary, but that is when every stakeholder has come on board. But this is just a way to go. Of course, on this very Code of Covenants, we talk about first of all, the first stage of it, the fundamental principle. We have the rights. Under these fundamental principles, it talks about the right and duties of citizen, and then we have ethnic and social relationship. We also have the area that covers economic and relationship, and then we have political rights, the area that covers political rights. If you watch these 5 introduction of the basic principle, you will see there are a lot of articles, about 54 articles, some of them with cross sections. The looking at how, first of all, your political right can be protected. Dr. Kadoyi down so everybody will understand. Like I said, this is not my main focus on this evening broadcast, but this is to enable you understand that everything we have come to do on this platform, it is for genuine reason, to liberate the people of Biafra from deception, from criminality, not just subjugation, not just marginalization, not just terrorism and the rest of it. No, holistic liberation of the people of Biafra. And then we talk about economic relationship. We need to set our priority right when it comes to this issue. A lot of issues need to be addressed. For instance, to import a container from Europe to Nigeria, you could spend 3,000 naira. But to clear it from Nigerian wharf as in Nigeria, you will spend 60,000 naira. These issues cannot be discussed on the National Assembly because a cross section of Biafrans are the target. And so they won't discuss it. And it is a no-go area. If you are a senator and you dare raise up such matter, you could be penalized for it. We talked about the need to reconsider ethnic and social relationship. Ethnic and social relationship. I will come back there later because maybe that is where I will anchor this presentation to. And then we talk about right and duty of citizen. We all have our right. We all have our duty. Our loyalty should lie to our nation. On this fundamental principle that I've just mentioned, if we go back to the second word there, we said ethnic and social relationship. And also in Imo State, there are trending video on social media. I have listened from Nigerian news media platform. I have listened to the governor of Imo State giving his own narrative. I have listened to the police divisional headquarters in Imo State giving their own narrative. And then there is speculation about what is going on there. Some say it's IPOB, others say it's ESM, and then invariably it becomes unknown gunmen. They are the same anyway. But let's try to analyze what is happening. At the beginning of this broadcast on this platform, we made it clear to you that yes, we have created a monster. And this monster must be starved. If not, he's going to destroy many of you. Because honestly, he cannot stop us. He cannot kill us. But then, we have to trim his claws. We have to file his teeth. Or else, he will devour all that you hold here. You won't understand. Of course, these are knowledge too hard for you to understand. At that time, everything looked childish. Most of you were enjoying it. But we got to this stage simply because there is no governance code. No code of governance. All you hear is command and control. Chain and command. When you chain the person, then you control the person according to Anyemina. He said they will chain you and then they command you. It was convenient. And some of us believed it will create an atmosphere of discipline. But little did we know that the very man who was at the helm of affair is not a moral man. I'm talking of Nnamdi Kanu. He's not a moral man. We made mistakes. On daily basis, he grew bolder. On daily basis, he ridiculed everyone. Not only character assassinated, he messed everyone up. He derived joy in doing that. And most of you ignorantly are still aiding and abetting this criminal element trying to destroy the image of Biafra. You know, some of you say, hey, you got to move on, you got to move on. Look at the mess coming up. If you do not stand up and stand by the truth now, you people are not ready for what is happening. You will not be able to get the full scope. We are trying to curtail some of these excesses. We are trying to manage some of these issues that most of you are not aware of. We continue doing our duty to Biafra. We continue to guide our people, irrespective whether they are aboard the ship or they are out of the ship. If I may digress a little bit, I had 3 or 2 broadcasts specifically talking to Igbos and say one Nnamdi Kanu and unknown gunmen, if they cross with their madness to the south, it will be very devastated. They are still on my wall. I didn't delete it, but some people have indifferent feeling about that. But it's not about me, you must understand. It is about all of us, because Nnamdi Kanu has gone from one bush to another, sending our children, very little children, to their deaths. And most of these people thought they are fighting for Biafra. They don't know what they are even doing. A video was online yesterday. Some group of criminals were arrested in Delta State, and all of them are from Imo State. And somewhere around Ubuluku, they stay in one of those forests. They do kidnapping, they do a lot of all of them that were arrested was from Imo. And somebody forwarded it to me and said, how do you see this thing? How do you see this issue? And now what am I trying to say in effect? Nnamdi Kanu plan was, first of all, 3 states in south. Imo State, Anambra State, Ebonyi State. China Sanwo-Olu on that edge have different security outfits. Dead man walking, Ndiara Landioshi, unknown gunmen, ESM. If you know, the day you will get the revelation of how many Ebonyi youth that will never come back home again, it will shock all of you. And then you have Benjamin Madubugu, Jagaban of Umbose, Hiala. He's doing what he can do. And some people say, oh, they are fighting to protect us. How are you sure? Who controls them? Because the last time I checked, it is said that absolute power corrupt absolutely. These people are absolutely corrupt. The power have corrupted them. And then where are okay foreign? Ndiolo, we no go carry last. Honestly, these things are necessary. Because when it comes to self-defense, by every means necessary, we will defend ourselves. But understand, it's not criminality. Who gives you order? Who directs you? Where is the principle of check and balance? When exactly do we have to evaluate what we are doing? Who are analyzing situations before you ask our people to engage? Nobody. They are doing fashion parade, talent display, choreography display, fundraising. Could this be considered as act of wickedness or what? The police said they arrested 30 youth. All of them are Igbo youth. All of them are Igbo youth. In somewhere or so in Imo State. The videos are there. That is one of their video. I want you to go back and try and look at that video. Whether it is ESM or it is not ESM, unknown gunmen, or it's not IPOB. I want you to look at the face of those people arrested, 30 of them. One of them looked to me as a boy between the ages of 14 and 17. I see two faces of children there. When they raised dragon flag in Enugu, about 60% of those that were arrested in Enugu were minors between 12 to 17 years. In that my broadcast, I pointed it out, because the grown men, the mature men, will not play low to the level of Nnamdi Kanu, the level of Nnamdi Kanu, China Sanwo-Olu, the gangster called US, another criminal. I think I heard the Simeon Ekpa control his own zombies too. And now, if you are moral, if you want to be sincere, could you ask your son, your 17 years old son, for instance, to go and live in the bush to fight so they give us Biafra? How many of you will sincerely do that? How many of you? They take advantage of orphans. They take advantage of children of single mother. The grown-up people will not do what you are seeing today, except those on contract. Except those on contract. And when the grown-up men, the mature ones, the one that can reason, understand that what we are doing is not what we agreed we were going to do, they left. And when they left, what happened? IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, China Sanwo-Olu, they start hunting them down. Asking Nnamdi Kanu, where is Akuwara? Asking Nnamdi Kanu, where is Akuwara? And some of you are trying to shy away with it. You see this rain that has, this cloud that has gathered, the rain will fall. The rain will fall. Kwademe ijelu, Kwademe ijelu, Nisha wakwole yo ne mwakwole yo, Ebijeko ijelu. Pitch your tent very well. We can stop this evil from our land. Or rather, we can encourage it to boost our political image. We can encourage it to become relevant when Biafra is restored. You can encourage it because you thought IPOB is going to help you have your document wherever you are in diaspora. You can encourage it because you are afraid of being killed. We will know who is deceiving who at the end of the day. Imagine those young boys. They are in the forest. They want to defend Biafra. Have you been able to analyze the topographic, political, and other situation or circumstance surrounding the Nigerian state? Now we're going to make you to understand. First of all, if it's a matter of armed struggle, all your donation from the day we start this struggle till today it's not a guarantee. It has to be constant. And of course, in most cases, even with the availability of the fund, without the necessary connection being made, your money will come to nothing. And so much to do. That is why the issue of code of governance comes in. We're still on the issue of 30 boys or men that were arrested in Imo State. The story is so horrifying that about 3 or 4 grave sites, burial pits, was shown there. According to the policeman analyzing, they have layers of dead body after another. I think about 4 or 5 dead body are seen on the surface of the newly dug one. And the other policeman was saying, I can't believe they are roasting human meat to eat. Does it mean all those people in America, you people are not feeding them any longer? Because what you people do, anybody complain, it becomes a target for assassination. That is why I have advised you regularly. If you are a Biafran on the security line of duty, if you are a Biafran who know the activity of Nnamdi Kanu and the gangster called US, they will come for all of you. Forget about all those things you are saying in Facebook. You people will be the last line that will be slaughtered. but for trust's sake, we choose to manage all this information and hoping you will know the truth and set yourself free. You know, some of you are there, get out, your enemy, Nigeria pay you, Nigeria. Is it Nigerian that is chopping people now? They send them in the bush. These people are hungry. One thing IPOB know how to do is, if you are not wise enough, they will destroy your whole life. I have audio of Nnamdi Kanu telling them, I need you to rubbish that guy, rubbish George ONYIBE, rubbish him till he cannot open his front door and come out of his house. But I told him, there is no shame in the womb that gave birth to me, and so you don't have what you're going to take. And now I will rubbish myself for you. Let us see what you are going to rubbish. This is how bad it is. How many of you will bring out your children? Anybody that try to say, no, this thing is not right, you become a target. They will hunt you down. Where is okay foreign? It's time for you to amend your mess in Imo State, because you championed it. All the native doctors are registered. They are registered with the DSS. They are registered with the Nigerian police. Why do you think when the police sees you, they look for tattoo in your mark? Because you have a mark and they know it. Why do you think with all your DSC, when they shoot you, enter? Because the same people who made gun made bulletproof. Why do you think when DSS arrest you, they will use cutlass to beat you very well? They will inflict injury on you. And that is to know whether you have or DHC. And if they find out you have any of this, you eventually may not come out. You won't hear the name of these 30 guys. And at the end of the day, this may be the end of their journey. Is that how we are going to get Biafra? If we want to engage in armed struggle, a lot of things are involved. Number one, how long do we intend to engage on this armed struggle? Let us say we're going to fight Nigeria for another 3 years. And then if we have to fight Nigeria for 3 years, who are those who are going to defend our territory? What is their population? Let us say we need 5,000 men to defend Biafra land, for instance. And if you need 5,000 men, what is the price? What is the value of 5,000 AK-47? And if they have to fire, to shoot, you need to consider that 24 hours round the clock, they should not remove their hand from their trigger. How many bullets will that amount to? What is the value of that bullet? And let us assume they eat 300 a meal. 300 a meal times 3 times. And then times 5,000. For instance, can 5,000 men hold one state? Not to talk of Biafra land. How much is that money? Who is going to make that transfer? Who is going to make that fund available? What about the logistics? You see, it is going to take all of us to save all of us. And then you need to make arrangement, because one of the greatest undoing of Ojukwu and his generation was that they were completely media blockage in Biafra land. Some media houses were telling the world that there is a famine in Biafra land, a whole rainforest region. There is famine, drought. And when you hear about Harrison, what did you call it? Their syndrome, Kwashoko. They give it fine name. A lot of things were done to undermine the people of Biafra. Have we put all these things in place? We know the way Nigerian government function. Any community that rise up to fight for their right will pay dearly for it. And so if we come individually, if we come singularly as a community, they will slaughter all of us. Mozoboda Ken Saruwiwa rose up to fight for the Bill of Rights. Most of you don't know that some of those youth that fought side by side with Ken Saruwiwa have been banished from Ogoni land. They are in Cotonou, of course, Benin Republic, Ghana. Some of them cannot come back home again. I have friends from Ogoni, and when we visited their community, there are so many abandoned homes. And I said, who are the owner of this home? You see, these are the homes of most people who supported Ken Saruwiwa. For the issue of Bill of Rights, Ken Saruwiwa killed, buried in a mass grave. Nobody talks about him. The people who came out to support him, people like Ezedike of Ahoda, all of them met their Waterloo. And so those who were his main man, they ran out of Nigeria. And you know, the amazing thing is that if for any reason they want to come back to Ogoni land, it is still fellow Ogoni that will now go and pinch the police. Some of them don't come back, some of them don't come back. They may whisk them and they won't come again. And so we know all these things. When the issue of OD rose, Obasanjo made it clear, turn OD to car park. Are people still living there today? We have record of many buildings being burnt down in Aba, and they say, oh, they kill police and so on and so forth. We know how they function. Any aggression against the Nigerian military and any of them die, I tell you, that community will pay dearly for it. That community will pay dearly for it. And then in the midst of this chaos, ordinarily we are not we are living, let's say, normal life. We don't have access to good medical facilities. We don't have access to education. We don't have access to light. We don't even have access to good food. And there is no plan to improvise when necessary. And then we are trying to initiate trouble in our land. Some of you are aiding and abetting them because you want to boost your political morale. This thing will backfire all of you. And I understand this very community where these people camp is a ghost town. All of them has run away. And the painful aspect of it is that it's not Fulani. They are killing their own brother. And now they turn into cannibal. Is it because of hungry? Or are they trying to renew their charm? What exactly? What is the aim? Biafra has not come. You have killed about 35% of Biafran. Who then are we fighting for? We came out here because they say they are killing us. And then who is killing us now? Hey, Anonga man, they break prison. Hey, Anonga man, they visited Igwe. Who are these people? And now go back and listen to what Hupus Odema said, the governor of Imo State. He said before we used to discuss in the open what we want to do about them, and then somebody in the system there will go and fault the plan. Then they improvise. And now they are not saying anything again, which means many unknown gunmen, they will be neutralized according to Nigeria English in the process of time. You take advantage of little children. Maybe they don't have parents. You take advantage of poor people. You promise them heaven and earth. And they believed you. Biafra is our last hope. They believed in your lies. And they go to the bush. You raise funds to take care of them. You end up sharing it among yourself. Do they even have phone to make call? I have their histories. Where is Amos of Imo State? What happened to that guy in the end? Just to mention but a few. Where are all these COS? What do they call them? Is this COS? The word escaped me. When all the security head of every state, all of them saw the truth, and all of them were labeled saboteur. There is this guy that was always a very close bodyguard to Nnamdi Kanu. Where is that guy? I think Nnamdi Kanu declared him wanted. And now you settle in the bush. They are deceiving you. We are going to fight. We are going to. I think Simeon Ekpa gave Nigeria tomorrow is the deadline. If they don't release Nnamdi Kanu, he's coming to Nigeria. We are waiting for you. Come to Nigeria. And when they finish talking rubbish with their family living in comfort, you'll be jumping up and down. Oh, Biafra must come. It's a miracle. You think God is giving Biafra to mad people? Just look at what you have become. Unknown gunmen, ESM. Look at what you have become. Most of you in IPOB, try and flush your brain and look at what you have become. You think it's to come and talk rubbish? We prophesy Biafra will come. All of you are fake. Because not until there is proper planning. You people don't know what you are initiating. A time will come. IPOB cannot control what is happening. They will get to all of you. You see, most of these people you are torturing. Most of these people you are setting up. Most of these people you are building as unknown gunmen. Go and ask the politicians. It's not easy to collect the gun they give to boys to snatch ballot box for them. And at the end of the day, these boys are the one who terrorize them. At the end of the day, if these boys cannot access them, they terrorize the community. And so all those unaccounted gun you are giving to them. You know the history of those you give gun? They've disposed it. They disposed it. And so you are not in control of those guns. And when you see a youth that is hungry, and then he has AK-47 with enough bullets, what other option do you think he has? When he can easily shoot on the air and then you even give your life to them. And most of you say, oh, a non-government give their life to Jesus. They are in heaven now. This is how far we have degenerated. Nnamdi Kanu made a promise. He will so destroy the image of Biafra. Nobody will associate with it again. But he cannot do that. After his controversial arrest and the Mau Mau movement, we will see his broadcast. We will see what they are going to do. Meanwhile, is using all of you to rubbish all of you, and you are falling in perfectly as a macho mugu. But is this what we have become? People of Imo State, is this what we have become? The people that like enjoyment, good enjoyment, good life, look for Imo State, look for Anambra people. If you have access to Anambra people, they kill you with hospitality. You talk in terms of people who take care of themselves. You go to Imo State. But what is it becoming now? Cannibal state? You eating somebody? Understand, those people are not Fulani headsmen, no. And so who are they? Who's are they, mass security boys? Who are they? You may have partial control over them now. But believe me, the outcry coming from this misguided youth is raising very well. Your CSO, Ado local government, Benue State, he has been crying more than 1 month. All of you have abandoned him. And so if you are listening to me, IPOB bingo, you people should go and help that guy. They are the one who are jumping up and down. Oh, we are defending our land. They are defending our land. I think you have up to so many children. He has so many children. He's been locked up for a very long time, and IPOB don't even know how he come out. And I think he was shot on the leg in that process and the rest of it. He is dying, and you know he's going to survive. And eventually you become open enemy. But you won't talk about, yeah, we don't know what he's saying. Yeah, you can deny for all you can, but we know the truth already. But what we are trying to control is to stab this monster. What we are trying to control is to make sure that you do not damage our value system. It's happening already. The other group that time, they were carrying human head, and you see nose, it's like they roast the head. And then you have another one. They roast human flesh and they are eating it. How would the Biafra be? And now let me tell you, all these things and many other problems you are seeing is because there is no code of governance. There is no code of governance. And so after reconciliation, the noblemen behind the de facto customary government moved ahead to introduce the code of governance. And I knew they may not be perfect, but they understand what is obtainable. Because everybody cannot be everything, and then everybody cannot be nobody. People are assigned to handle specific duty. People are supposed to be responsible for certain actions. But what do we have in IPOB? What do we have in Biafra agitation? The worst enemy are those playing the game of indulgence. Nobody will win this popularity vote in the end. Only genuine Biafrans. Only genuine Biafrans. So why don't you save your energy, save yourself of all these things you are doing, and focus on the reality? Who controls the security department? There were times they were coordinated. There were times they were coordinated. You tell the head of a CSO Biafra land, based on information, and say, I heard you're doing something like this. He say, yes, you do no such thing. He said, but I say, tell them to follow the right procedure, and then we become enemy. How many times has Mazimefo told the DOS? These are not gossip, because in the DOS, we make it bare for them. You people are not fit for purpose. That's the grammar I nearly use. I have told you time without number, you people are not fit for purpose. Why? Because they deliberately single-hand people they want to blackmail. They deliberately send our people to their death. We were sent to one program. I will not mention the program. And on my way to that very program, this same group of people have sent a sniper to shoot me. And China Sanworu called me and said, don't go there. A sniper is waiting for you. They uploaded a video of the person, a student from Imo State, hired by another group. And then location change. And I called them and I said to Benjamin Madubugu, why are you people doing this? If we go and do protest, they will kill our people. And he said, that is the point. We use it to attract international sympathy. Now, all these boys now dying in the bush, is it going to attract international sympathy? A lot has gone bad, though. A lot has gone bad. And so in a non-share, Biafran, you don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody deceive you. Now the Kanu have destroyed everything that would give us Biafra. He has lost the respect, the regard, and no international community, no world leader will discuss anything with him. People soon forget. No matter your propaganda on social media, you can't change the narratives. I am a very powerful man. Yes, I know. I control over 20 million people around the world. I command them. I can have them destroy anywhere I want to destroy. I can decide who live and who die. That was the day he has a fallout with God. So spiritually and physically, it's over. And so you can shout from here to tomorrow, release our Inandio, release our... Of course, let justice prevail. We are not criminals. We are not cannibals. We are people fighting for our right to be the author of our destiny. Self-determination. And so save yourself all this trouble. Anybody who wish you well have to equip you. And anybody that is not willing to equip you, and they are using your blood to further their own agenda, open your eye now. It's over a decade. The same music. The same music. The same music. Keeping your brain dormant. And those of you politicians, by now you should understand. IPOB cannot give you, cannot help you gather momentum. Because they say when we gather momentum, no momentum. Focus on the real politics that will favor our people. A day of reckoning is coming. For those of you playing the game of interest, understand it is people's children you are putting on the line. You are wasting people. What I cannot understand is when some individuals, supposedly leader, will sit back and watch this evil develop taproot in our land. I really can't understand it. They are going to uncover more. They are going to uncover more. Because these ones they arrested, only God knows how many they neutralize according to them. And these ones, they are going to torture them until they will even remember their great-grand ancestor's name they've never heard before. And they are going to pile up information. It's going to lead them to most of you. He's a Jesus Carlo, he's a saboteur, you are the saboteur. Try and have access to this video. Look at the face of that young boy putting on red and tell me that you still have conscience. Look at all of them, very slim like Timonanga, and tell me that yes, these are the people that will fight to save Biafra. Let us stop endangering the future generation. Let us stop destroying the image of Biafra. Let us stop frustrating ourselves. We need to be guided. We need to be guided. We need to coordinate ourselves. We need to put all the instruments required for this journey. This is the time to replan. This is not how it's supposed to be. This is not why we came out here in the first place. They want to use armed group to subdue Biafrans and then take away our free will. But the point is, I can assure you, they are not ready for what is coming. They are not ready. They will make an open attack very soon on people they are not supposed to attack. And eventually they will upset the balance. Everybody will be killing everybody, and nobody will be killing anybody. Somewhere along the line, you think you are invisible. You lead other people's children to their death, and then in your comfort zone, your family live in affluence. And somebody was writing on Facebook, now the Kano family and children are hungry. They need to see how they can raise funds for them. What of Akowara children? They have not paid house rent too. I think Akowara daughter is out of school now. When will you people take care of them? Biafra youth, open your eye. You are not fighting for any Biafra. You are not fighting for any Biafra under Nnamdi Kanu. You have been sold, delivered, and documented. It's disheartening. It's painful when we see this kind of thing coming from our land. How Nnamdi Kanu lost it all and damaged the mindset of our youth, and most of you are applauding this evil. I don't understand it. I remember in those days on Radio Biafra, they say Mando. Is it still a Mando you are eating? Our lines are open at this moment. People of Imo State, may God be with you. I'm not talking Imo State people in diaspora. Those of you in the village. You go into thick forest, somebody's village. You build camp without their knowledge. When Nigerian military come, they ransack and shoot everybody. Most especially when you have killed them and taken their gun. So who bear the consequence? Do you even consider the collateral damage? Of course, like I said, our lines are open. The direct line is 081221 52971. 081221 52971. That is our direct number. And then our WhatsApp line is 070 815 45642. 070 815 45642. Of course, if you are outside Nigeria, you have to add the code, which is +234. If you are not able to access this line and you have access to any of my social media platform, could be Facebook, Messenger, Telegram app, or any other one, you are free to call in through those avenues. And then finally, for those of you who are in Anambra, those of you who are in River State and partly some side of Delta, you can access Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio Station on FM 100.5 FM. We are on satellite, we are on app, we are on Simple Radio, and we encourage you. Look for the Biafran de facto customary government. Look for other pro-Biafran group. You believe their ideology. We encourage you to join the Biafra Nation Alliance, because it is time we have to recoordinate our people. It is time we mobilize our people. And like we always tell you, we engage Nigeria and the international community regarding the issue of Biafra through the preamble of law. A lot of evil will still be revealed in the coming day. And if we fail to discourage ourselves from getting involved in this criminal activity, we will lose more of our youth. You have no idea how many youth we have lost. But since the escalation of ESM, unknown gunmen, we lost track. We lost track of the record. And this is exactly what Nnamdi Kanu and the gangster called the DOS want. They don't want you to keep the record. And now if Nigerian police tell you they arrested 30 youth from Imo State, bandit criminals as they call them, who know how many has been neutralized before that 30 was brought out? And then who know how many of those 30 that will survive and be alive? And you see, most of them are there against their will. They come to you and say, let's do this, let's do that. But because you know what they plan to do, they won't let you go. I have a testimony of a brother. He said at that moment, my will was taken from me. And so if you say no go, they will be the one that will kill you. Let us not deceive ourselves, my brothers. Things are going wrong. And if we fail to do the right thing at this moment, I am happy all of us will sing to the music. And of course at this moment I am joined by one of us. Can you hear me, Brother Aslam? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Yes, you're welcome to the program. Good evening from here.
Good evening, dear friends, friends of Biafrans and lovers of freedom. My name is ONYIBE. I'm from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra province of Biafra land. And by the special grace of God, the creator that was never created, I am serving the people of Biafra in the capacity as National Administrator of Biafra Nations Alliance South Africa. I don't have much to say. Everything that we are saying today is just a repeat of what we have said before. It's only that we cannot get tired of talking until everybody who is involved in this journey understand the need for us to start doing the right thing. It is not yet too late. A lot of things can still be reversed. But if we keep on hallucinating and calling names, I'm afraid many more, like I used to say, will have to die. And as the musician sang the music, he said, don't ask me why. When somebody who is in the comfort of his zone in abroad is telling you autopilot, I don't know who initiated the autopilot and where the autopilot is piloting. He was dreaming before telling you that he's coming to join you to fight. He's more than 1 million men in one. Since you people raise your dragon flag, have you seen him? The answer is no. I don't know the type of brain our people has been impacted with. When you talk to them in the most simplest manner for them to understand that this is not about us that are saying it, it's about those who are in danger. Because we know we cannot keep quiet and allow you to perish ignorantly. I want you to remember any day you are dying of your stupidity, that you heard our voice and you choose to block your ears. You choose not to listen. You heard everything we said. You call us fools. We are stupid. Are we not there before? If we are there before, what happened? We never know. So many of us never know how dangerous this criminal American is. So many of us, we are busy asking questions. What is going on? What is going on? Nobody is talking because of command and control, chain of command, chain of deceit, chain of deception that institutionalized in IPOB in But it's unfortunate that at this point, our people need to wake up and face this reality. Like I said, it is late, but it's not late. So many things can be undone only if we can come together and tell ourselves this truth. Otherwise, by the time we realize it, the plan of the enemies is to make sure that the name Biafra cannot be mentioned in public again. And now I'm asking you that is busy telling us that we are saboteurs, because we are trying to explain to you this is the plan of our enemies. And we are using this man. Remember, in the past he used to say, when we have come and gone, they will wish of his criminality finish the issue of Biafra. He said that no other person will speak about Biafra. I don't know how many people who were able to understand what he was saying that time. You might not understand it at the time he was vomiting that nonsense, because we are all emotionally following the course of Biafra, not knowing that this man has been vomiting what is about to unleash in the nearest future. He's working very hard, tirelessly, to fizzle himself into Nigerian politics. The likes of ONYIBE thinks that you are going to use him as a shield and as a gateway to achieve their height in politics. And you, ordinary man, they say where two elephants fight, the grass suffers the most. You, that is a grass, they are using you to cement their positions in politics. You have failed to listen. Well, I don't have much to say. If you are a rat in the cage, humble rat in the cage, remain there, don't think of how to escape. If you are a cockroach in the box, you can remain there. It's not my business. My business is to say this to your hearing, to call your attention to what it seems you are not paying attention to. And by the time you destroy the little you have, you will start from scratch. Remember how many years it took us to get to where we are today? Think about what is going to take us to rebuild not only the infrastructure that are being destroyed today, but the minds and the institution that will be destroyed. And mind you, the money that's supposed to be concentrated on building new infrastructure projects assuming now the time of NSAS that is commanding them, go and burn the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, that they went and do it. By now, Lagos will not have international airport. You get the point now. So the Yorubas were very quick to understand what is about to happen, and they withdraw from that protest. Have you asked yourself what happened during the EndSARS? Have you asked yourself what happened to Yoruba Biafra Alliance? Have you asked yourself, since the arrest of Sunday Igboho, is the Yoruba killing themselves because of it? Everybody went quiet. Secretly, they are going for his release. It's not vomiting nonsense out there. It's not commanding, kill, destroy, bomb, pillage. He's not doing that. But some of you, what you are doing is that one in Finland, when they come on air, your people are doing campaign. Okay, if you think you are in control, go and give order. Let's see if they will obey you, if the animals will obey you. So now, we're catching on the emotions of our people. Someone else will give order. BOS will give order. China Sanwori will give order. By chance, that one is like he has disappeared. He has fizzled out. And he was making noise. Do you know who we are? He didn't know that the time to show who you are has come. Everybody disappeared. Those days, Nnamdi Kanu was about to be apprehended. He always come on airways to make noise. If you hear his voice, you think that the heaven is going to collapse on earth. But today, we don't hear their voices anymore. Those of you who are being used, why can't you wake up and ask yourself a question? Simon Eba is from where? I heard, the last time I checked, I heard he's from Calabar. Why is he not trying to mobilize his people to be part and parcel of the destruction of their own land? For those of you in Imo State, they renew the altar of evil. They come to Anambra during the election, thinking that they are going to succeed. Unfortunately, God that we serve, who knows that if Anambra is destabilized, I bet you, some of you who still have mouth to talk, you will not talk again. Look at Abia State, the worst state in Eastern region, where Abaribe come from. The worst, I say the worst, no infrastructural development. No development at all. Road network, zero. Others are building big projects. Imagine Abakaliki is building an international airport. If Aba have local airport, is it a crime? Let it be local. Is it a crime? Or the allocation they are giving to other states, they are not giving out their state? There is no road. I say there is no road. If you say there is road, show me. There is no road. But your savior is from Abia State. He doesn't talk about the governor of Abia State because they give him his own envelope. And I'm actually all family in Abia State. You have a very big stone in your eyes, and your small pieces of sand that is in somebody's eyes, you want to remove it. You haven't removed the big stone in your own eyes. If I continue talking about what is going on around us today, I cannot finish. I just need to say thank you very much for the good work you are doing for us. And for you, dear friends, I want to tell you, please get better and not bitter. Onye we iwe ọkarịa njọ. Ọ ndidi ka eji ese n'ụwa. Remember to keep the Biafran soap alive. Thank you very much, and God bless the Republic of Biafra and all those who are genuinely fighting for her freedom. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and that is Mazi Aslemodo, and of course, Administrator for South Africa. We cannot allow ourselves to be deceived. What we are simply doing at this stage is destroying the Biafra Restoration Project instead of building it. And the point is that majority of the people don't even understand what is going on. You see on the platform, yes, I have a caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Hello, good evening, Mazi ONYIBE.
Good evening, my brother, the ancient man. You're welcome to the program.
Mazi ONYIBE, I thank you very much. I appreciate your teaching. Mazi ONYIBE, I don't know how to put this word. I don't know how to express my feeling. I don't know for another person, but I too much love your teaching. I am calling from Hamburg, Germany. Mazi ONYIBE, there is one thing in this struggle that I realize, that in the times of this Biafra restoration or Biafra agitation, when I joined this struggle, I remember the inside, the dignity and the power of that unity. Before I joined this struggle, I was looking, watching it. Nnamdi Kanu was preaching many years. I was looking, watching. But when the one family, when I saw the family, the way they are united, the way everybody is, man, I say, wow, it's a great thing. Because myself, I was born to be together. I was born to eat with my enemy, even if I was born to be a united person, I was born to be unique. I was born to be loved. Let me just say it like that. I was born to be loved. I love anything that is living. I love to be in peace. Now I saw the unity of this struggle. I say, wow, these people, they are talking good. If Biafra restore, it's okay, because we are living in abroad. If the same thing that we see here or we saw here, we bring it in our land, it's okay, because we travel abroad to go and make money and so that we can develop our land. We didn't come to Europe to remain forever. We came to so that we can make things to work. Now, also, I hear your voice. If I say that somebody that pulled me out in this struggle, I must say the truth. It's from George ONYIBE. It's from George ONYIBE. Now, everybody have his person he love, he like, he always followed. In the times of Bible, religion or Bible, people like John, people like Philip, people like everybody have, but they are walking the same direction. They said they are following Jesus. But Peter was this side, John was this side, everybody was this side, but they are going the same one direction. And everybody was loving each other. So what am I trying to say? This issue of Biafra, I realize, Mazi, my record, if I don't want to talk what I have spent or what I have done in this struggle, right from the time of television, this Nwadangozi, Victor Elvis Onwudiwe, Akparawo, all these people, I don't know. I know what have participated in this struggle because of, even when I call their program, the time they always to do, this Akparawo or Nwadangozi, I always call them Yeneji. I always call them Yeneji because the way they speak, the way they talk, they stay in the in program. They I mean, it's like they are one brother, one family. You can't even know that this one is from Calabar, this one is from this one is from. I so much love it. This is me. Now things was going very well. I said, okay, anything they demand, I supported right from here I'm living. I put everything. Even sometimes when the Radio Biafra is going on, I sometimes drive my children. Go. I'm it become like the thing want to cause problem inside my family. It want to cause problem. Why my wife will tell me, say, what is all this? Take care of your children. What is all this? You are listening to radio. Your children need you. But Mazi, at a time, I start hearing Sabo, this one. I did not contributed any cent in this struggle to be killed. I did not contributed anyone feeling, anyone. Let me tell you, I'm a somebody that if you want to make me 419, let me just say it like that now. When I hear about Biafra, man, I put my head there, I put my money there, I put everything there. I don't even mind. But when I start hearing this one Sabo, this one don't collect money, this one don't do this one, I say, what is all this? I say, I never contributed money to be killed. I never contributed money to be fighting or killing because there is a word. This Nnamdi used to say, we can never shoot one gun. I say, this thing can be possible. It can be possible. Chineke me. I won't like that. And all my guy, me without habagebe. One next about the hana. Let us contribute money so that every Biafra land all over the world will be hearing our news, will be hearing our program, will be hearing. I say, anything I will do, anything I will anyhow I will participate. I try to participate, but at the time I started this one. I said, no, I'm not among it. I'm not right from the time even when they start castigating Ucheme for this, and I called the people here. I said, let us make peace with this. Let us make peace with these brothers.
Of course, that is a network problem. Let us see if we can be able to get him back. But of course, the program continue. I'll be back in a minute.
nenuaru emese babulu sonjo nenuaru amufani na buluze sani reze ewo apaze monyanga pongwane mo onye kamunya galibasi epumu watu benu mo amandianeze akuwasi adio epu watu benu mo amandianeze akuwasi adio epu watu benu mo amandianeze.
Yes, sir. Of course, I try to bring our brother back. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here, Maz.
Yes. Sorry.
Thank you very much. I think that was the network that cut me off. I don't know. So, what am I trying to say? This issue of Biafra, everything starts going different way.
You were talking about when they said Mazuchi Mefo is a saboteur.
I said that the time they was talking about, I hear some program, they say Uchemefo have collected money. This I said, but why? Why? Are you there? Are you there? Did they pay money into your account? Are you there when they collected this money? Why can't they was it? Your father will ask you, are you there? This is me. They try to attack me, this and that. Okay, I don't want to make any problem. I don't want to talk. I just keep quiet. When they say George ONYIBE was not there, I am the only person that asks. I say, what about George ONYIBE? They say they know that a lot of things. When the thing started, I start withdrawing from my too much close. I start withdrawing the closeness because I know many people. I know everybody that used to call in this program, in your program, in Nandekalo program, in Uchemefo program. I pick a lot of people that can educate Biafrans, that can motivate men, that can motivate women, so that we can fight and stand for this restoration of Biafra. But now, all of them, I can't even hear their voice again. I don't even hear their name again. I say, why? But we are talking of one family. And I love family. I love to be together. I love to be unity because the more we are together, Mazi, I remember many years ago, if Biafra come out, everybody will be shaking. Everybody will be, there is too much happiness. There is too much joy. Otherwise, people, the Nigerian police, maybe they are shooting, they are doing this, they are doing that. But you see the law, Mazi, you see the law. Even at the time, the thing wanted to cause problem between me and my family here. After I hearing this Sabo, I said, okay, what makes these people Sabo? Can you coerce? Can you tell? Can you say? All these things? And then I said, okay, now I don't want to talk. I don't want to put into problem. I just stay aside. When the time of this Ijele from Turkey started, let me tell you, a wise man, when you see a wise man speak, find that person and take that person and make that person come close to you. When I saw Ijere, I was following Ijere one certain time. Ijere pull one pastor down. The pastor, he was telling the pastor, he needs some, there is a million now, he want to get now. The pastor tried to he fooled the pastor, he get the pastor information and pull the pastor and tell him idiot. I say I love this man. I love the way he's doing. If we can bring somebody like Ijere If we can bring Mazi, even if you tell Nnamdi Kanu, say Nnamdi Kanu we idiot, Nnamdi Kanu we this, that one, it doesn't move me. It doesn't even move me, because I know that even when Nana Heru no Ikono Ndi Igbo, Ikono is our problem. Our is normal. By Ikono is normal. By you can see you your brother and fighting in the house. Your papa will tell you can talk anything, but don't touch your brother. Don't touch him. Why do you touch him? Even in this Europe, the same thing. You can tell German man, say you are idiot, you are this, you are that, but they say don't touch him. I don't believe in fighting. I don't believe in shedding blood. I don't believe in anything killing. I don't believe. This is me. I don't know for other people. Even in military regime, on the military office, there is doctors, there is engineer. So even me, I don't believe in killing. So when the Ijele something started, they call him Ijele. Ijele is a very powerful. Ijele is a very powerful name in aspect of Igbo culture. Let me say this in pump and play. Ijele is a very powerful name. Now they call him Ijele. That boy is the powerful. Now they forget that name they call Ijele is a powerful name. They jump again and call him Udele. Udele is a very powerful bird. Udele, since I was born, I don't know for other people. Any person that tell me that he have seen Udele begin, let that person come and tell me. That name they give that boy is making that name is powerful. And they give that name that boy. They thought that they're castigating him. They thought that they're making him fool. But they give that boy that name Udele. And I hear you Udele Wajano. And now that boy is power. Udele was somebody who could take close. No matter he talk Nnamdi Kanu, he said Nnamdi Kanu this and that. These are the men who have to come bring close. These are the men who have to bring close and let's move forward. These are the men that they can even stand in front of governor and talk to governor and confuse governor. These are the men that we can also bring close so that we can talk to governor, convince governor, tell governor this is exactly what we want. This let us do it like this. This time around is not time around of sabo. They say light and darkness cannot work together. But for me, I don't believe in light and darkness cannot work together, because in the times of engineer, there is a positive, there is negative. They are working together. This is where I stand. Positive and negative. Positive can never work alone. Negative can never work alone. They work together. They work together. So in times of this Zaga, immediately UTMF4 left IPOB. I must say this straight. Let them live in anything. Let them immediately UTMF4 left this struggle. When things become different, they say we can do it alone. We can do it alone. When UTMF4 was there is no saga. I've never seen anybody making saga. Only I hear your program. I hear UTMF4. I hear IPTAS. I hear the other one. The Biafran program was perfect. Everybody know each other. Everybody know when somebody come on air. You know, oh, this brother is talking. This one is talking. This one is talking. It was moving perfectly. But today, what is going on? So, Mazi, where I stand, if there is a way they can convince the governor, this time around now, I believe this time around, everybody have know about Biafra. Everybody have know what Biafra stands for. Everybody have know what Biafra means for. Now, this time around, no matter anything, if anywhere, any person can convince the governors, the ministers, the chairman local government, the Igwe, and all these people, if people are capable to convince them, to tell them so that let us follow the procedure, let us follow the right way. Nothing like shooting gun, nothing like killing gun. If it is a time to make apology, if it is time to apologize the governor will apologize the IPOB or whatever. All these things, let's move ahead. Even the governor,
I said it earlier before this problem. Even the governor, they need Biafra more than me and you. If you watch it spiritually, they need Biafra more than me and you. But maybe they need it in another different way, or maybe they want it in another different way. So if there is any person, when I see Nnamdi Kanu go to US, I never see Obidio Obieno before, but I saw that program. I see Obidio Obieno. I don't even know this man. I don't even know him. I've never seen him before. But the thing they are saying, even you, I never see you before.
Quite unfortunate, the same network problem, but let's see how it goes. course, still on the network issue, but then our people must be guided. It doesn't matter how the information goes about. What really matters is it is right time we protect our youth. It is right time we get our youth coordinated. It is right time we understand the importance of doing the right thing. I'm still working on the network issue, and of course, if we cannot rectify it at this moment, we continue from where we stop tomorrow. Quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. And so those of you in Oso, Imo State, open your eyes. Do your best to follow up what will happen to those youth. How authentic this information are. Because many more will have to suffer. Many more may have to die as a result of this evil. What can I say? And at this moment, I have to sign up. Tomorrow is another day. And then we will continue from where we stop. And I think the network is somehow back. So let's see if there is anything we can do about that. The callers are still there.
ONYIBE.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here. No, the network is so I don't know why this thing is happening today.
I don't know.
So Mazi, I don't want to waste much of your time because of other people who call. I'm not even happy. I tell you, if I tell you, I know many. When I talk about how much or how things have spent in this issue, I know people have died in this issue. So what is money? Money is for me is nonsense. Money is for me nothing. But what I'm talking about, people have died. So those people who have died, are they better than me? Are they better than me? So if we follow this issue in the right way, Mazi, I tell you, enjoyment, every person that called himself a Biafran, love enjoyment, love life. Love life. Even I don't know for other people. For you to see even blood. For me, I don't know for other people. For me to even see blood, I don't like it. So I don't know for other people. There is people who people like to kill, but me, I don't like it. When they start this issue of killing, or this, they say this one. Mazi, I say no. Let me retreat. Let me just pause. Let me pause, because I love that unity. When I see Nnamdi Kanu travel to US, I never see that man called Obi the Obienu, because that word that man used to say, very powerful, and we followed that thing. We followed it. I said, who is that Obi the Obienu self? Who is that man? When Nnamdi Kanu went to America, they said that is him here. This is he. Mazi, when they plan to go to US, I am the first person to bought ticket here. I was the first person to bought ticket to go to that what they call it, I don't know, 20 million march or whatever. You see the passion I bring out. I don't know if I talk it now, maybe it's like I'm boasting. I don't want to boast, but for me, what I love, when they start castigating Uchemefo, I was asking them, why can't our leader come and say something? They say, no, it's okay. He don't have time for that. I said, what? Your brother? He don't have time for that? Your brother? That means if they castigate me tomorrow, that means he can't even also have time. But everybody's afraid to talk, because if you talk, they challenge you. If you talk, they attack you. I said, okay, if it is like this, okay, no problem. I was even talking. Somebody like that Ijele, let's go close to him and bring him and ask him, what is your problem? What is your problem? Now you people attack him. Or what you get now? Look at position where he is now. Ask everybody in Igbo land, if Udele come to your compound, people must ask what is happening. That boy power, that boy back, nobody, I don't know. I'm for that people. Maybe they say, you see, if I'm talking, they say, look at it, he's talking sabo. But if you watch a person, if you come in any congregation, all these pastors, if you come in any congregation, when you saw a person speak, you pick that person and say, come on, find that person. Bring that person. Because this is how we locate people. Even in the Biafran programs, people talk, people speak. You say, I love this person speaking. I love this person, because motivating the people that are listening, motivating the people. This is what we want. This is what we want. We don't want to, if you talk, they say, come on, get out. Who are you? I don't go school, but you go school, you need me. But this one go school now. Okay, if in terms of things for school, of educated, you can present me. But in terms of something, if they say, okay, make we go work with the digger. But those people where they go school, they don't go work with digger now. Not being happy where they don't go school, they go work with digger. So we need each other. You say this one is look at this one, it's a barrel pusher. But when they reach for something to build house, that person where you get that money, you don't go push that barrel now. Now barrel pusher now, he go help you. So we need each other. All this castigating. Since UTMF4 left now, this is why they hear. I say maybe would they more than 21 or 300 group. But before it was not like that. I know all the whole program. If you see Ukechukwu Onoha, you see Ipetas, you see George ONYIBE, you see this one, Odogene. A lot of program. People, you see people, man, you are marvel to come to program. Even God is, you marvel to come to program because you want to participate. But today, those people, if I tell you people I'm hearing their voice in program now, I don't even know. I never even hear their voice since the beginning. So what is the problem? Things are not working well. This time around, if there is any way, I still stand on my word. If there is any way we can consult the governors, if we can say sorry to them, it's okay. I am sorry have led many people to death. I am sorry have led many people to death. Mazi, we have sorry. Daddy, we're sorry. This one, we're sorry. Let's move ahead. They castigate to Wazirike to the dead. They castigate this one to the dead. They say this one is so bar. This one is bar. Now so me, I look myself say we say we want to be like China. We want to be like Germany. We want to be like, that's so they get. We want to be like Israel. Israel, are they not come together? Are they not working together? You want to do like God. God, the 12 disciples, they say they pray together, and when something happened. So now are we praying together? No. Are we be together? No. Mazi, your program, if you like now, telling now they can say you be idiot. You be idiot. It can never make me not to watch your program. There is something that they pick for your program. There is something that they pick for your program where they help me. And this person like you supposed not to be a question here on Akko, Biafra. You're supposed to be inside because you are a historian. You are somebody that can teach somebody. Imagine a teacher that can teach you. You can write and read. You can read and write. It's somebody like you. But where are those people today? You go to any platform, you see they are castigating each other. But they need to teach Biafrans what is about Biafra, what makes Biafra, what the meaning of Biafra. If you go like I think yesterday or day before, you teach about school. Nobody is teaching people in the school what they're supposed to know. In this country, before you get German passport, you have to read their history. Ask everybody in Germany here. You have to read their history.
Nobody's teaching our children about our history. You see somebody and I say, hello, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Is it how we do? Even woman who are married this country tell me, say, speak Igbo to your children. This is your homework. Talk Igbo to your children. Most of the times you see me, I'm talking to Igbo to them. Even if they don't hear, I will be talking to them. Nobody is teaching us all those things. Nobody is teaching us all those things. It's only your program I can hear. Go back to your roots. This is how it's supposed to do. This is how it's supposed to do. This is how it's supposed to be. For me, I don't believe in war. I don't believe in war. Till tomorrow, I don't believe in war. I believe in peace. I love peace. If you love, I live this man Obido. There is something in that man. Let me not call him this man. Let me call him this man. A father. Let me call him a father. Because if I call this man, it's like I don't know. It's like I'm demoting him. A father. There is a word that comes to this. Okay, look at it now. They call ekperima. You know that this ekperima come from his mouth. Ekperima. You know everybody now is talking ekperima. It's come from his mouth. He's a man that has too much brain. There is too much brain in this man. If you see the passion of this man, man, I don't know. Imagine somebody like George ONYIBE. When I talk George ONYIBE, do you know what are you talking? People think that this struggle is just like a Konkambu story. Come, let's move. No. We are talking of a nation. We are talking of a nation. Mazi, I don't want to talk much. I just want to thank you. Keep your history. Keep this history you are giving to Biafrans are listening to your program. Even if there's nothing I can gain in the whole life, I gain this teaching. You are teaching us who we are. This is me. Who we are. Who are you? Are you from Abo? Are you from Edo? Are you from Calabar? What your papa do? How your papa live? How can you talk to your father? I love this your program. Mazi, God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my brother. And of course, always on point. We must begin to tell ourselves the truth because a lot of things has gone wrong. A lot of things are not right. But we will make sure we engage every necessary stakeholder. We address every issues that need to be addressed. Because in the end, Biafra is all we want. I'm joined by ONYIBE. Can you hear me, please, ONYIBE?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
And finally, you are able to
Good evening,
come
sir.
Good evening from here.
My dear, everything is destabilizing. That's how it's supposed to be at times. They said that the darkest time of the moment is the day is trying to break. So we are really into the deepest now. When I looked at all these videos and to the extent that I didn't even greet anybody. All the protocols duly observed. Well done, sir, for the good work. I'm just down. When I looked at all these videos, to the extent that a soldier man is saying Jesus Christ, what kind of people are these? Do you see the level these people have
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
look at the level our people have reached now. killing human being, roasting human and in the nest that they are looking for Biafra. Look at our youth left all the if you listen to their own social media now, they are busy analyzing the routine of visiting their this was and this was that was visited. It's really the kind of different to us, and all these things are happening. All those people because anybody that comes from dictionary resist or even believe it's like it's supposed to be affected. They are lawyers. All these people are evil. And now they are killing our people. Young boys that supposed to be responsible. It's before this person has been planted into our place. When our was killed, and started. When this man is talking about this federal government, it's not for the first time. When the first time, this man that understanding, without knowing that this man wanted to be in order before, but they remember that if they should allow this to happen, people will now start speaking of that. Many people that being government. So he didn't want it because he was continue to spread Machiavellian theory. That's what he is using. He will that very behavior can be followed. I'm just created to do something for that. That is telling them. They are there. And she can so every them to man of this of US or CS, yes, CS. Possible enough to find it. And let the CS who have to give to that person. So all of them for better conditions, get perhaps to anybody you want to eliminate the life any of the non-government is there. Yes, come and pick those up. And anybody up that is he will use you after using you. He knows very well that maybe you will expose him. He will not say send other people to come and pick you up. He didn't want to do it with the one that will be exposed. He will use fake DSS people to come and pick the person up. He will never develop with this person. He will never be with him. The land of Biafra was for me.
Relations, all his generation of the command from this to it. A woman that put that so the way they do of our children like this, it will never be well. Arrested. You know how many they should be arrested and look at how aggravated they are. Many of them will even like to, oh my goodness me. Look at the place children that if they look at where they're staying. And the people are in a receiving a condition at every life. And you are saying we never be working with all of you. The answer to this man. It will never be well. Let them stop this man. He's not happy with that tongue. Because he's only indigenous people of the family caste is gone. Constituting this info in Biafra land. Not any other body that is following them to do this. Please, Nigerian government is not killing our young ones. All these ones you people are arrested, please interview them, investigate them, get the right information from their mouth. All those secondary school age children that are there, kill them, please. People don't want them. People can risk them and be rehabilitated. Let them start reasoning. Then we help you to give you more information on how to get all these people. You know, like you should do something of yourself. All those people that are abroad committing this nuisance in our land. If you want to track them one by one, you see what they are doing. For you to be able to track the major of the constitution nuisance is on a setting. You know where they are. Let's be the countries of where they are. Make sure that you get all these people there. Let them come and stay here and lead the war. Let them come and lead the war. Our youth, even of them, if you Nigerian government, what this guy is doing, you have to stop it. They are sending letters. Letting believe wipe off. They have gotten additional words. And all the others that to felicitate for the result. I think you people have seen them now. The traditional rulers they have abducted, they have taken you. You will get all of you one. You will get all of you massive. How they say this has turned upside down. I'm really not happy. And there's a mother sitting and watch this night. That will be the portion of the person that puts hand in this thing that is happening. Oh my God.
Thank you very much. Of course, the network situation here is getting very bad. But that notwithstanding, we will be drawing the curtain at this very moment. My apology to those of you who really want to come on air, but for some reasons you cannot come on. Tomorrow is another day. And my appreciation to those of you who were able to call in. I understand how frustrated it can be when you have such network challenges. But we continue. Our people must put their eyes on the goal, on the ball. Our people must be guided. This is the time for critical thinking. This is the time for re-evaluation of what we have done, what we're about to do. Because in the end of the day, all of us will be responsible for our action and inaction. I sign off from here. The focus remains the same. To avoid all this menace, noble Biafrans has come together, introduce a de facto customary government, move ahead to introduce the governance code. It's not because they don't know what to do. It's not because they are jobless. Because if we truly want Biafra, it has its own instrument, the instrument of installation. And bit by bit, we will bring them together. We will go home. We will get home. This I can assure you. But the time depends on all of us. Good night and God bless us. You see.
All hail Biafra, the land of rising sun. This is our own flag, the sign of unity. This is our nation, the mother of freedom. Welcome to my home. This is my motherland. And now the world will sing. All hail great Biafra. And now the world will sing. Freedom flag, you've got it. And Biafrans will sing. The hand of God is with us. And Biafrans will sing. The battle has been won. Celebration, voice of freedom, victory is in. Celebration, voice of freedom, victory is in. Freedom from dictatorship, tribalism, monopolies gone. We are the children of great light. The darkness can never overcome. God has built this great nation, the nation of the rising sun. And now the world will sing. All hail great Biafra. And now the world will sing. Freedom flag, you've got it. And Biafrans will sing. The hand of God is with us. And Biafrans will sing. The battle has been won. Celebration, voice of freedom, victory is in. Celebration, voice of freedom, victory is in. freedom, victory is here. Celebration for your freedom, victory is here. Right. All hail Biafra.